Attention passionate Montreal, Canadiens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the Atlantic Division and it could shake up the entire conference. We're talking about a direct impact on Montreal Canadiens' path to another Stanley Cup run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Montreal Canadiens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Montreal Canadiens fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the buzz around the Montreal Canadiens lately, you know that the team is gearing up for a busy season, and the big question on everyone's mind is, what are they doing to improve and solidify that roster? Well, one of the hottest topics right now is their ongoing search for a reliable second-line center. It's no secret that this remains one of the biggest needs for the Canadiens. Despite having Kirby Dach as their current second-line pivot, injuries and inconsistency have hampered his ability to be the steady, dependable player they need in that role. Dach, who was brought in with high expectations, has shown flashes of brilliance, but unfortunately, injuries have been a recurring problem. That's why Montreal's front office is exploring options to bring in reinforcements, to ensure that they're not caught short when the season gets real. So, what's the latest? Well, insider James Murphy from RG.org has been reporting that the Canadiens are actively shopping around some of their young forwards in search of that second-line center. And it's not just a casual inquiry, they're making serious calls and exploring multiple options. Among the names that are being floated in trade discussions are Joshua Roy, Oliver Kapanen, and Jayden Struble. These players have been part of the Canadiens' future plans, but with the team looking to contend now, they're open to making moves to strengthen the roster. Roy, who's only 22, has shown promise by playing 35 career games, with notable scoring ability, 6 goals and 5 assists. He's projected to be a bottom-six forward, but his youth and potential make him an interesting piece for teams looking for depth and scoring punch. Kapanen, another young player, was drafted in the second round of the 2021 draft. Last season, he played 18 games, recording 2 points. Although he's shown flashes of skill, he hasn't yet secured a consistent NHL role, which makes him a candidate for trade. The Canadiens are aware of his potential and are weighing whether they can find a better fit elsewhere. Then there's Jayden Struble, a promising defenseman who just signed a 2-year deal worth around $825 million. Struble had a solid season, skating in 56 games and posting 2 goals along with 11 assists, 13 points in total. At just 24 years old, he's still developing, but there's significant interest in him across the league, considering his size, skating ability, and the potential for further growth. His versatility and youth make him an attractive asset, even if he's primarily a defenseman. Now, all of this points to a broader strategy by the Canadiens' management. They're looking to fine-tune the roster, balancing the development of young players with the need to be competitive right now. And that brings us to an interesting development, rumors involving a player from a rival team, the Boston Bruins. Murphy reports that Montreal has been in contact with their division rivals about Pavel Zacha. Yes, that's right. The Canadiens are showing serious interest in acquiring Zacha, who's been a consistent contributor for Boston. The intrigue here is not just about the player, but the fact that it's a trade between two bitter rivals, something that hasn't happened in the NHL in over 2 decades. The last time these teams swung a deal involving a current roster player was way back on February 21, 2001. Zacha, who's 26 years old, has 2 years remaining on his 4-year, $19 million deal. Last season, he recorded 14 goals and 23 assists, totaling 47 points over 82 games, solid production, especially given the role he's played in Boston. The Canadiens see him as a perfect fit for that second-line center spot, adding size, skill, and experience to their forward group. But of course, nothing is imminent yet. Murphy mentions that a trade isn't close to happening, but multiple scenarios and packages are being discussed. The fact that the Canadiens are even in the mix for a player like Zacha, especially considering the rivalry with Boston, is a testament to how aggressive they're willing to be this season. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Montreal's management, led by the new regime, has been very strategic in their approach. They've already made a significant move by trading away the final year of Carey Price's contract to the San Jose Sharks, which was a calculated decision to free up cap space and avoid the cap gymnastics that come with LTIR. This move gives the Canadiens flexibility throughout the season, allowing them to be more active in the trade market without risking their cap situation. With just over $4.5 million in cap space, they're in a position to make some bold moves if the right opportunity arises. Now, some of you might be wondering about the bigger picture for the Canadiens this season. Well, they're not just looking to make a splash in the trade market, they're also focusing on developing their young talent. Players like Lane Hutson are expected to be key figures, and the team's management is already eyeing extensions for some of these rising stars. Hughes and Gorton, the team's leadership, want to build a competitive core that can sustain success for years to come, and that means balancing immediate upgrades with long-term development. This season, Montreal fans have every reason to be cautiously optimistic. The team has been quietly building a foundation, and with the recent moves, they're signaling that they're not content with just being a middle-of-the-pack team. They want to push for playoff success, possibly even challenge for a deep run in the postseason. The potential acquisition of Zacha, or another similar player, could be the piece that elevates their forward group to a new level. Meanwhile, the defense is also looking promising, with Strubble's development being a key storyline. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on how these pieces come together and whether the Canadiens can capitalize on this window of opportunity. And of course, it's also about the fan experience, feeling that excitement, that hope of seeing your team compete at the highest level. Montreal fans are known for their passionate support, and this season promises to be one full of hope, potential surprises, and maybe even some unexpected trades. The Canadiens have always had a rich history of resilience and star power, and now, with this renewed focus on making the right moves, they aim to carve out a new chapter of success. Whether it's through internal development or smart trades, the goal remains the same: fighting hard for that Stanley Cup and making sure that every game is a battle worth watching. So, as we watch these trade discussions unfold, keep in mind how crucial this period is for the Canadiens. Every move they make could be the one that sets the tone for their entire season. From exploring options for that second-line center to potentially pulling off that historic rivalry trade with Boston, everything points to an exciting, unpredictable campaign ahead. And for us fans, that's what makes it all so thrilling. We've seen the ups and downs, the rebuilds, and the resurgence. Montreal is always in the mix, always fighting. And this season, it looks like they're ready to take some bold steps forward. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Montreal Canadiens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Montreal Canadiens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these rumors and the team's direction this season? Do you think they'll pull off that trade for Zacha? Or do you believe they'll find another way to strengthen that second line? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Canadiens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Montreal Canadiens news. The season is just around the corner, and with all these moves and rumors, it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting campaigns in recent memory. Let's keep the passion alive, keep supporting the team, and see where this journey takes us. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Habs.